answer is there actually isn't that much difference because he was one of the guys I learnt from. Him and another guy that he learnt from called James Booker, who used to play in my local bar. But Mac Rebennack, Dr. John, was his stage name from him, is that he was much better than I am at playing the tenths. And his hands were the same size as mine. But the tenth on a piano, people who are regular viewers who have heard me talk about this before have to forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But it's kind of interesting, really. On a piano, the tenth is a really nice, what they call an interval. It's very pleasing to the ears, this one here. If you played that same interval as a third, the notes are too close together. It's muddy and unclear. You separate them by 10 notes. But that's a really big stretch. That's the stretch of my hand. James Booker's hands came up to about here, so for him it was really easy. And there's a lot of his stuff that I physically cannot play. And Matt couldn't physically play it either, but somehow, with the use of the pedal, the foot pedal, sustain pedal, you can get around them, because not all tenths are equal in distance. This tenth, which is F major, is more manageable than this tenth, which is E major. And for me to play there, if I just try and play it like this, it's going to sound like this. Because my hands are just not physically big enough. So you have to hit one note and then stretch and get down to the bottom. And I think Mac was really good at catching those ones. But for that reason, because it's hard and because it's difficult, he would play quietly, more quietly than me. I tend to be a bit more of a basher. But Mac would play. It's hard for me because I tend to play more loudly. Mac told me that Huey Smith and the fellas in his band always said he had a lazy left hand. I don't think Mac had a lazy left hand. His left hand was really good. But the passing chords and the way he would get around. And somehow he could play tenths all the way down here, and they sounded clean. When I played them, they sound muddy. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for Mac Rebennack's piano playing. And I was lucky enough to be in his band on a few occasions. I played guitar in his band when I was very young, and then also on the last touring he did. And was able to, sometimes like now I would play the piano and he would play guitar. But we both interestingly started out as guitar players and ended up moving on to piano. And I think when I got the job playing guitar with him, it was because I know what a piano player, from a piano player's perspective, I know what I'd like to hear a guitar player do, which is basically stay out of the way. Anyway, cool, good question.